head. It was the strangest thing.
You get in the champions. But
Can Cody
get them in chat as we come out. As
Wafflebutts.
What in Wafflebutts? Fell versus Kush.
Fell versus Kush.
Cake.
Love that.
Pie.
Cake versus pie. That's a front runner at the moment. All right.
I like Wafflebutts, so we'll do first team. Made Wafflebutts. We're gonna have team Savant Uncles.
Wafflebutts versus Cake.
I'm down for that. Wafflebutts versus Team Cake. What?
Alright, so let's talk about these bans real quick. Nami being taken off the table real quick. Cody J probably not wanting to play against that. But first thing first, his Thresh is going to be banned away. Cody J probably sad about that because Thresh has been buffed. They cut 4 seconds off of his Q timer, and he's actually like worlds viable now, which he hasn't been in a while. He used to be back in Season 3, the glory days of Thresh. It was basically Thresh versus Leona bot lane every single game. But Nami taken off the table. I'm expecting the Rakan to be picked up here. That's one of his favorites. I don't know what he'll play anyway. But the kind of the matchup here we're looking at is Cody J versus Hurricane Janna. They're two of our premier supports on the stream. So that's going to be an interesting, less than hype matchup. I'd say hype matchup, but you can't really hype out a support v support matchup. Supportal combat, guys! Look at the heals! Look at the moves! Faker! What wasn't that? Okay. Anyway, sorry. Oh, but Cody J hovering over that Leona, making me eat my words with the hype. And it is going to be locked in blind. That's an alpha move if I've ever seen one. There are like a million counters to Leona. But let's do it, boys.
Chance locks in the Cosmic for the jungle. We'll see if he keeps that or if he gives it over to somebody else. Team Cake. And we'll see what Xeno decides to pick up. I don't. Leona blind pick's gonna be interesting. As Xeno walks into Vayne, okay. Xeno, one of Xeno's signature champions for sure.
Super Synapse. Back in Season 1, I won with a support team. Back in Season 1, you could win with anything. That was the best times. Season 1. Does anybody else remember when Soraka's Q would just drop, the star call would just fall on everybody at the same time, so you could just go AP Soraka and just stand in the middle of the team and just get a pentakill if you could kill anybody. That and permanently invisible Eve. You just walk into lane with a Sunfire cape and they just start dying. You could stack like 5 Sunfire capes and just stand next to somebody invisible and they couldn't see you and they would die. It was the best.
Will Boxy take his Yasuo? He finally didn't have it get banned, but he's gonna lock it in. Yasuo for Boxy finally gets it. I think Cody J either leaving that up.
Yeah.
For sure to BM with that straw poll earlier. We'll see. Arcane Victor blocking Zaya's for the second ban phase. What do you feel about the Xayah versus Vayne matchup in the bottom lane?
Xayah versus Vayne, they're both. Xayah's a little stronger in the early game than Vayne. Vayne scales better into the late game, so it's kind of a wash. They're both very strong late game carries, and they both kind of suck early game in lane without their. Now, the combination of the CC between the Leona and the Xayah is promising, though. I'm looking to see okay, yeah. I was going to say if they don't ban the Janna against Hurricane Janna, then there's going to be a problem, because that's exactly the kind of disengaged support they're going to want in this lane. Vayne, not exactly a powerful laner, so if she does get engaged on, that could definitely be an easy kill for the Xayah-Leona combination, and it's going to be another ban.
5 support bans.
You can tell that Cody J is the one banning here. Is like, nope, you don't get to play this, and it's going to be the Braum, so completely defensive support right there, but taking away all of the caster type supports that can deal damage and leaving her the Braum. Now we'll see how this one's going to go. This is more of a Season 4 matchup, Leona versus Braum. But I do like that matchup a lot. That allows the Braum to section off the Leona. Vayne can focus down damage onto Cody J at the same time while Braum kites backwards behind the Unbreakable Shield. Good counter pick.
Dive locks in Vladimir for the mid lane. And Catnator's pulling out the Ezreal jungle. Here we go.
Yeah.
Here's a spicy pick.
Yeah. All kinds of very odd picks this time. Not usually seeing the Leona, not usually seeing Ez jungle, not for a very long time. Short arms. Oh, yeah, that's an excellent point. Short arms had better go in AP because you got Boxy on the Yasuo. What's he going to lock? And it is going to be the Rise in the top lane in favor of the new song, which, by the way, has anybody seen the Rise music video done by Riot Games? That was hype. That was so hype. Anyway, maybe I was the only one who liked it. Reeves. Just with the public service announcement. Not related to anything. There's no Anivia in this game, but Anivia can still TP from egg form. Excellent.
So we can go with...
Excellent.
Oh no.
Yes.
Rolling through the teams for Team Wafflebutts here, we have Cody J playing Leona in the support position, Toxic playing Aatrox in the top lane, Arcane Vixen playing Xayah in the bottom lane 80 carry role, XLNC Dive playing Vlad in the mid lane, Catnator playing Ezreal in the jungle.
And that is going to be for the side of Team Cake. That's going to be Chance on Kha'Zix in the jungle. XLNC Xeno taking Vayne in the bottom lane ADC role. XLNC Boxy on Yasuo in the mid lane role. We've got Hurricane Janna taking Braum in the bottom lane supportive role. And Short Arms taking Rise in the... Wait, no, that is going to be Boxy top lane and Rise mid lane, probably. Those two are flexes, though, so it could go one way or the other.
I feel like they would definitely want to put Yasuo into the top lane. I think he has a better time. He'll have a better time against Aatrox instead of Vladimir.
I don't think either of them are going to have a good time against Vladimir, to be honest.
No.
Rise doesn't isn't very strong early game, so he's not going to be able to bully the Vladimir. And yeah, like the only way that Rise can really trade effectively if Vladimir is good at dodging skill shots is to land the root, but then Vladimir can just cancel that with Sanguine Pool.
I believe he stays in place for as long as the root's still up, but he can
but you have to land a skill shot. So sure, he's standing in place, but I mean it doesn't matter if no damage is coming through.
That's right.
Yeah. So
I think Short Arms should be fine into either of these maps, but I think Boxy's going to have a much harder time in Temple. So I would like to see him go into the top lane against Toxic's Aatrox. Yeah. So what do you think? Oh, go for it. Sorry.
You're good.
I was going to have you talk about the bot lane matchup.
The bottom lane matchup. One? Are you indicating that I like the ADC role, sir?
Possibly.
That is insensitive, yes. And that I am biased toward ADCs. No, okay. So we've got Vayne versus Xayah in the ADC role, but that's not really going to matter in the early game. ADCs have been in a pretty weak position for a while from the early game perspective, relying on the support. So this is where we get the grudge match of the night. We've got Leona versus Braum, Cody J versus Hurricane Janna. Cody J gotten himself...
Shield versus Shield.
Yeah, Shield v Shield. We've got... But Cody J has picked himself into a pretty heavy disadvantage right here. Braum, a heavy counter to Leona, because as soon as Leona's going to go in, try and drop that damage down, Braum just puts up the shield, and half of Leona's damage, if not more, is from her passive, and Xayah has to proc that. So if Hurricane Janna just jumps in front and goes, nope, then suddenly Leona's sectioned off from the team. Vayne's hitting her with true damage. I don't care about your tankiness. You're going to die because of percentage health. This is definitely favored Xeno and Hurricane Janna over Cody J and Arcane Vixen. So it's probably going to be the best of all possible scenarios is going to be a farm fest for Cody J and Arcane Vixen until Hurricane Janna gets bored and goes to roam. If that happens, then they can just all in onto Xeno, Vayne, and kill him indiscriminately because Vayne has no way to get away from that. or at least pre-level 6. Even so, it's still pretty difficult with the amount of CC that will be coming through.
Oh, we'll see when it comes into team fights. This is where I want to highlight real quick as we're in the loading screen. With some cool skins coming out as well. We got Triumphant Rise, Nightbringing Oswald, Soul Singer Vayne, and the new Championship Cosmics coming out for side of Team Cake, Samsung Galaxy, Soul Steel Vlad, Just Cry Aatrox. All cool skins. Anyway, going into team fight phase, I believe it's going, in my opinion, I favor Team Cake, although Boxy might have a hard time landing his ultimate. The only knockups he has on his team is the Glacial Fissure from Braum and then his own Tornado. And that's
yeah, but definitely a good knockup for the Braum. So that's a potential for a full team knockup. So there's a possibility of it. But you're all right. It's very long cooldowns or very telegraphed because he does end up, swirling with the tornado around him. But Cake. I actually, with the exception of the Vladimir, I have to favor the opposite side, Wafflebutts, which kind of makes my tongue hurt to say.
Wafflebutts.
Yeah, that's going to be fun to cast at high speed, and for Team Wafflebutts. But the late game Vayne, because if this matchup goes the way that I think it does, with Vayne going even to getting a kill in lane, she scales better than the Xayah, so she's going to have the potential toward that late game to be a massive carry and who's kind of self-sufficient. And download failed, unlate.
Both got it. Failed. Reconnecting.
Yeah.
If anything happens, the one that let us know.
This is the one that we can reconnect to.
We're all reconnecting.
Don't worry, everyone. Technical difficulties, but this is on Riot's end, so just blame them and send them a crash report saying, hey, fix your product. Has anybody noticed that Riot Games is the company most invested in tricking you into thinking they produce more than one game? Because Riot Games sounds stupid.
Well, we do have that board game that came out, so now I'm thinking we're seeing a normal start.
Board game.
We're gonna see a normal start. No, doesn't seem like anything is gonna happen. I wouldn't really expect it out of these teams, possibly with the Ileana, but I don't know if they have enough early game damage to find it. Catnator might go for an invade on the top side to get their red buff, though.
Yeah, this is a very circuitous route. Catnator moving up there.
This could work out, too, because I don't think they're going to get spotted by Boxy unless he runs up into them before they get over to the red buff.
Yeah, there's a possibility, but yeah, if they start moving now, they should be fine. Oh, yeah, and Dive moving over to just try and get some vision. Oh, he's going to move into the brush here. And this is a beautiful move.
Forces the flash out of Rise. Catnator flashes its wall.
Oh, my eyes.
Oh, no. If he gets that
Catnator. He's getting flamed in all chat. It's great. No, but he just flashed right into a wall. Would have secured first blood, but as it stands, he's probably going to end up taking it away. And does manage to get both summoners out of the Rise as well. And that's going to be a hefty laning advantage for Boxy if he decides to go and get the stupid minions. No, and it is going to be Boxy in the mid lane. Is it? What's going on?
Short Arms is coming down mid. Boxy's heading towards top lane.
That would, so never mind. So Boxy's super far behind in lane as well because he's losing out on the XP here. He's going to be down level advantage. Yeah, he's going to lose 2 minions worth of experience here, and that's a big deal. Cody J's Toxic, huge laning advantage right now, and he misses out on the CS there. So I'm looking for a level 2 all in. Cody J's Toxic should go for this right now. But he's not, so never mind.
Same time, the junglers both treat it as in the bottom lane. Xeno gets jumped on by Cody J. Zenith Blade. The Ignite comes down, finishes him off. First blood going over to Cody J. Finishing with that Ignite.
Not respecting the level 2 all-in potential of Cody J and Arcane Vixen right there. That Hurricane Janna did not have the shield leveled, and the early levels is when this duo can really start getting damage down. So that was a very well played engage. Cody J getting first blood in the grudge match right here.
the combo of the Zenith Blade, the CC coming on Leona, plus the, I believe it's Feather Call, Blade Caller, Feather Call, whatever, her E from Xayah, rooting her in place for even much longer than that before. As Boxy goes in the top lane, just trading some damage back and forth. Might find a fight here as Flash comes out of Toxic, gets ignited by Boxy, uses the Flash.
Ooh, the outplay!
And then you finish him off with Tornado.
Nice job anticipating the Aatrox flash forward to try and get the last hit from his Q coming through, but Boxy flashed backwards and through the tornado at the same time, using that to animation cancel as well, getting the damage through for the execute through the ignite. Well played by him. Oh, Chance almost getting the damage down onto the Ezreal in the jungle, but died.
Blade lands on the end of Xeno. Will he be able to find the pick here? The root might come down, does not get enough feathers through.
Yeah, Hurricane Janet has to be careful about positioning there, because at that point, Xeno, once the Unbreakable goes down, he will end up getting pass-through damage from the feathers and could possibly end up getting rooted. Cody J looking for an engage instantly afterward. He might end up, let's see. No, Zenith Blade is at level 1. I would be interested to see if he goes for leveling Zenith Blade first, just so he can get more engages off in the laning phase. That would be very interesting, but probably going to go more toward that the second level in that W, which is what he does.
Sai here also has a almost 10 CS advantage. Also, the Zenith Blade comes down again onto her. Lands a stun. Will he find the root? Just barely doesn't have enough damage to finish off Hurricane Janet. Will back away and forced to recall after that fight.
Despite being at a pick disadvantage, Cody J doing an excellent job playing this one out, and I'm anticipating him going under the turret right here. Dive going in real quick, and a flash forward and get the kill.
Dive lives up to his name, dives under the tower as Chances here might be able to trade something back. Cody J super low, gonna finish off by Chance. Xeno chasing on a dive in their blue side jungle. Chance coming around will get the finishing blow onto Dive and picks up a double kill for himself.
Yeah, while that is going to be a hold on, this Chance coming around the backside, Arcane Vixen overstaying her welcome is going to probably be caught out here. That's a lot of Dark Harvest stacks, and just going to instantly get traded over. That's going to be 3 kills onto the Kha'Zix. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Boxy trading very well against this Aatrox. I keep thinking that Aatrox is supposed to have like this Mondo sustained Catinator, eating a little bit of damage right there. Doesn't get rooted up though. It's level 6 engage. Boxy moves backwards. Yeah, but if he had hit that tornado, Cody J's Toxic would have just straight up died.
Yeah, he had the ultimate and did not have World Ender because he hasn't hit 6 yet. Dive move back to the mid lane. We'll see if Catinator can make something happen in this. Oh, he's just taking a Skull Crab. I thought he was making his way up the top lane. We might see him after though. He is going to make his way up the top. I think he should be able to find Box here. Toxic just hits level 6. We'll have that World Ender available. Catinator coming in for the gank, getting some damage onto Boxy. World Ender comes out, keeping Toxic alive just for a little bit here. Boxy gonna dash around, might find the damage here on a Toxic, does not find the damage, gets finished off by Catinator.
That was really close though. Very clean movement from the Yasuo right there. Boxy showing off mastery of the champion, almost managed. Oh, Hurricane Janet does drop the Unbreakable. This is good, unfortunately. Cody J missing the Zenith. That would have been the perfect moment to go in that engage. But this dive is going to be going down looking for another dive, perhaps. But Chance on this side of the map right now. Oh, it's a good thing the Vladimir did not see him there, because that would have been a kill for sure.
As Catinator steals over the red, we'll see if Chance notices this and tries to get... I don't think he will spot it. Or it won't spot it. Catinator moving through his jungle.
Yeah, Short Arm's dealing a little damage in the mid lane, but not going to be a terrible amount of significance because, well,
good roll there
from Vladimir.
From,
Vladimir doesn't care. Janna posturing forward, but Xeno isn't. Oh, wait, Cody J's clearing a ward right now. Our Vixen should have backed off there, but she's going to be fine. Janna moved forward, but was not backed up by the Vayne, so no threat of an engage there.
As the bottom lane for Team Wafflebutts, Cody J is 6. They might look for another play as soon as they see an opportunity when Vayne walks forward to get that solar flare down and land a bunch of CC, trying to fish him off. Dive back in a ward. Chance might find him here because jump in. Ultimate comes down, uses the pool, and gets finished off by Chance. Almost Kha'Zix 4-0, doing a lot of damage. In the bottom lane, Zenith Blade comes down. Good flash from Xeno there to flash away from the solar flare and not get caught out.
Yeah. Definitely forcing out the flash. I was about to call that out before the engage started, that if Hurricane Jen is not in the range to block the damage coming through, then that's going to be the flash forced out. And holy crap, Chance already at a 6-kill lead. However, that's going to be Aatrox picking up a hefty bounty for himself. Wow. Catinator flashing back. He misses the Q, but almost got a crazy outplay right there. Arcane Vixen posturing a little far forward, manages to get tagged by the Winter's Bite, but not going to be too much of a problem. What I'm looking for is Arcane Vixen to lead off with the Qs. They're being really cautious whenever Cody J steps forward. However, if she throws out a Q and can manage to land a snare like that, except out of turret range, it could be a very big moment for Cody J to just land a free ultimate and then go in.
I think I'm slightly behind Wraith, but I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah,
It says I'm ahead, but I don't. Or it says I'm on time. We'll see if I can fix it.
Hold on, we've got to engage in the bot side.
Arcane
Vixen getting stunned up against the wall, and Cody Jade running underneath tower. Chance is still chasing it, and he's going to get stunned up and probably traded back, but no, that is going to be the heal coming through from Xeno, and he's going to be saved. Very little health right at the end. Triumph also taking a key in that. I press plus twice, and it'll catch you up to me.
Okay, here we go. Thank you. There we go. Now I'm caught up. We're good.
Awesome.
Short arm getting some damage down the mid lane. He is pushing towards Dive's turret, trying to top him. Human Blade comes down onto him as Catinator comes in the mid lane, uses the Realm Warp just to get away. Boxy dancing around back and forth in the top lane. Toxic moving forward, might get caught here by Boxy. World Ender comes down. Boxy does have the ultimate available if he can find the kill. He gets him down, is resurrecting from World Ender. Boxy has a tornado, doesn't land, but he still finds the damage and finishes him off in the top lane.
Who needs knockups?
Who needs your ultimate, right? When you can just auto attack him and land those Qs till he dies.
Yeah, meanwhile, also, since Boxy got another solo kill top lane, there was also the interaction in the Drake, and he's going to get first turret, I believe, right here. Yeah, that's going to be first turret going over to Boxy in the top lane, as well as substantial CS lead, 68 to the 50. That's almost 20 CS up at this phase of the game. Arcane Vixen going to push in another wave of CS. Pretty good CS advantage for her as well. It's going to be 90 to 71.
She has a CS advantage, but doesn't have the gold advantage, surprisingly. Still down almost 300 gold. Almost 400 gold now. Because of Xeno's 5 assists, Chance coming down in the bottom lane, and when that failed dive earlier.
Yeah, that's unfortunate as well. But... oh, okay, that is going to be the Unbreakable forced out, and the fight. Wow, lots of damage coming through from that proc. That's going to force Cody J and Arcane Vixen to back off a little bit.
Xeno's picked up that Storm Razor, too. At the top lane, Boxy finds a pick onto Catinator. We might have to play that back to figure out what happened there. Finds a kill and then backs out. Short arms in the mid lane, pops the Ghost. Forces a flash out of dive. Is gonna dive, try and find him under the tower. Takes too many tower shots and dive. Just finishes him off with a Q.
Yeah, dive. Good footwork right there. Managing to flash out of the first one, and Chance just gonna dive in, but he's not isolated right now. Gets the heal back, and Chance going to go down to the ultimate.
He's gonna finish him off. Man, in the bottom lane, Glacial Fissure comes down. Xeno pops ultimate. Feather or Phantom Blades ultimate comes down for Arcane Vixen. Incredibly low. just uses flash forward. Is not going to be taken down. The Cannoneer's ulti comes through, just misses. Both Hurricane Janna and Xeno are trying to run away. Dive coming down from the mid lane. They should be able to get out of this one, and they will. Crazy fight.
If Dive had started roaming as soon as that fight broke out, that would have been a double kill for him. However, as it is, Xeno, pretty much all of those summoners forced out. The flash was not quite up yet, but the heal, and nor was the heal. However, the flash from Hurricane Janna aggressively forward. I'm surprised she didn't drop the ignite. That could have possibly secured the kill onto Arcane Vixen. She did drop very low in that fight. Before Nid got turned around with the ultimate. Boxy is on this side of the map, and there could be a very easy engage. However, Cody J is toxic also on this side of the map, having sniffed it out and roamed down, both top laners on the bot side. It looks like they're posturing toward this turret, and I'm wondering if they've sniffed this out.
Looks like Team Wafflebutts is setting up the 5-man. Pings are going down onto these bottom laners. I think they're all getting spot out by wards now as they come down. Solar Flare comes down and gets stun onto Hurricane Janna. Dives underneath the tower. Dive uses the pool into the middle of the team. They're not going to find any kills. They're just going to back off. That's pretty good disengage, or managed to get away from that from the side of Team Cake. Everybody's going to back away. At the same time, they lose their top tower for that missed fight.
Catonator. Lucky that Boxy didn't hit that tornado because he would have died. Just the ultimate follow-up right there. Red team summoning the Rift Herald on the top side, and that's going to be top lane tier 2 at least, maybe the inhibitor as well, just because now Vladimir is posturing toward the top side, but that's going to be the Rift Herald teleported forward. Well played from Short Arms and Chance there, but Chance looks like he might get soloed out. Short Arms needs to clear this, and it is going to target down onto that turret there. Well played by Short Arms to get a second dash from the Rift Herald. Probably not going to have much of an effect, to be honest. Dive going to come forward, see if he can take away. But no, Short Arms steals away the blue buff.
I think Dive actually got that. Yeah, Dive did get blue. Short Arms had their blue buff. His blue buff's about to expire. He'll find some damage on the Dive. He comes down, Chance. Drops the Heal play itself. He does. Or Jay Toxic picks him up from the backside. Uses the blast cone and gets caught Arcane Vixen in the bottom lane. Catonator, and it gets dove by Boxy on the also and Hurricane Janna on this bro. And gets taken down.
Your mic's acting a little funny.
Oh, my robot? Auto lagging. Oh. I think I'm okay. My internet's. We're good.
Yeah. We can hear your wonderful voice again. So, Dive in the mid lane versus Xeno. Who's going to win? Oh, imagine that. The ADC loses a fight where he's down 3 levels and is an ADC versus anybody who's not an ADC.
He almost had him. I think if he had an EXE, he might have had him. But I think if he had an Executioner's calling, he might have been able to take him down.
If he wasn't an ADC, he would have gotten to take him down.
True.
But, yeah. No, there's pretty much no situation in which, unless you're just retardedly fed, that you're going to be able to solo out a Vladimir. Speaking, hold on.
Oh, Solar Flare comes down, and the Zenith Blade. Cody J doesn't have much damage. Chance is trying to run. Oh! He flashes forward, gets the stun, and the Ignite will finish off Chance. Boxy lands a tornado, gets the ultimate. Boxy's now unstoppable. They have a 4K gold lead currently. Short Arms is running from Toxic and Catonator.
Yeah. That was a little bit overkill from Boxy onto the Leona there, but does manage to pick up the kill. Short Arms trying to steal away that Scuttle Crab, but the turret is going to go down on the bot side real quick. Cody J and the Vladimir are diving underneath it. Xeno is going to take a ton of damage coming through, and Dive has the
flash forward.
Wow. Yeah, go ahead.
They find a kill onto Xeno. This Toxic jumps forward, lands the second Q. Box is going to find him in the jungle, though. Here comes the World Ender just to keep him alive. He might end up going down anyway. Dive trying to find a trade kill onto Short Arms. Finished off by Chance as he was isolated, and Toxic is going to fall to Hurricane Janna on this Braum.
overextension into the enemy jungle without wards, and they get collapsed on from behind, unable to escape. Classic story from my
the tornado lands onto Catnator, uses the ultimate, and then finishes him off as Catnator burned the flash, was not able to escape. Fights all over the map, man.
So Boxy, very, very fed on this Yasuo. 8-1. Cody J just gonna walk in and throw the ultimate, and nothing's gonna happen from it. Wow, Arcane Vixen manages to position very well for this fight. The pass-through damage is insane, and Arcane Vixen gonna pull back, but it is going to be caught out by the very end of that tornado, and is going to be taken down. But well played by Vixen and Cody right there to stave off a 2v5 for a very long time.
Dive comes forward, does have the Hemoplague up just now. We'll find it. Short Arms is going to live. Hemoplague comes down on a 2, but not land on a gets out of there with his life, and it does not finish off Hurricane Janna either. Oh, True Sharp Rush just misses as well. Oh no, the flash! Catnator goes forward, it finds the kill on a Hurricane Janna, will lose his life for it, and does not find the kill on a Short Arms. Ignite takes him down for Hurricane Janna. Oh my goodness.
Now, imagine if Catnator could hit skill shots, how that would
Right, pulls out the toxicity.
Yeah, just a little flame.
Little flame Academy. He landed that True Sharp Rock. You wouldn't have to go in and use his only, he didn't have flash up, so he had to use that arcane shift to make his way in, and got rooted up by Short Arms and Ignite coming down. Back to that fight though, Arcane Vixen had great positioning, like you were saying, to lay out feathers through basically the entire team in that team fight of Team Cake, and got to them really low. I don't believe they were able to finish him off. They all got away with barely an HP. Chance might get caught here. Xenoblade comes out, and he will just use Blast Cone and run away.
Yeah, Chance just sitting right there on that Blast Cone. He's like, hold on, I have to wait for my stealth to wear off. Cody J is toxic, getting caught out briefly right here, and if he doesn't back off, he's going to get himself
killed. He's going in, he has his team use the World Ender, dies immediately as the Solar Flare comes down, stuns up Chance. Featherstorm comes out, does not land the root. Chance gets super low by the True Shot Barrage, but I think he's going to be able to take Gabe, and nobody dies after all that.
And Catnator's in bad trouble right here.
He does find a lot of damage, does not land the Q though. Oh, Arcane shifts away.
What would happen if Catnator could hit skill shots.
No, not again. Oh man.
Skill shots round 2. Meanwhile, in top lane, Hurricane Janna and Boxy on this inhib. Boxy is going to go in onto Cody J's Toxic, but suddenly there are a lot of members here. Oh my gosh, the ultimate comes down. It's going to be Boxy going down right there. Hurricane Janna soon to follow. And that is going to be 2 kills going over to blue team right there.
Leona picking up both those kills. I don't think they expected or realized that all of Team Wafflebutts there was able to back. Almost had the inhib, but were collapsed on by, I believe, 4 members there.
Somebody make a meme right now. Suddenly Wafflebutts.
Suddenly Wafflebutts are everywhere.
Exactly.
They still have a fairly substantial gold advantage for Team Cake, though. It's going to be fairly difficult for Team Wafflebutts to come back. Unless this Vlad gets rolling like we saw in Game 1.
Yeah, and especially because Boxy's just in an incredibly commanding position right now. Cody J is toxic going in on the Xeno at the moment, and Vladimir stepping out of the bush. Chance. Hold on, we've got a teleport coming in.
Romer comes in with Rise. Short Arms coming in. They're going to use the Ghost. Will they find the root on a dive?
Point click CC.
Dive. Hex Tex forwards, the Solar Flare lands on a Boxy. Great Solar Flare there. Wind Wall comes out, blocking the whole path. Arcane Vixen able to put it. Jordan flashes forward, lands the root. The Zonia's Hourglass comes out from dive to keep himself alive, and they're forced to back off. Toxic comes down now from the bottom lane. Chance jumps forward to get stunned. Might lose his life for this. Boxy going in. The Arcane Barrage comes down, kills Boxy as the tornado lands on a 3. Glacial Fissure comes down.
13 Janna caught out. And that's going to be 3 kills to Wafflebutts right now.
Wafflebutts finding a great team fight, just what they want.
Yeah, and that is going to be the mid lane. They have a direct line down to mid lane. Catinator still alive. Arcane Vixen also still alive. This is going to be perfect. They can manage to take down 2... Yeah, they're not going to turn onto the Baron right now, as they did lose their jungler in there, and Kha'Zix is still alive. But they could possibly take down 2 turrets if they really press for it here. Yeah, they still have 13 seconds. They could definitely press for this, but they're going to back off.
Rotate up to top tower, because they do have that huge minion wave in the lane. Should be able to get a second. Oh, they're just going to back off, it looks like.
Yeah, Chance taking a chance going into the jungle right here. Did you notice how the Kha'Zix buffs magically paired with the release of a new Kha'Zix skin? I call shenanigans.
Something ain't right. It's happening.
Something ain't riot.
Something ain't right. I wonder if, I can't remember if they did similar buffs for the other championship skins, but I don't quite remember. As
Probably.
Third Cloud Drake of the game, we'll see if Team K can pick the third Cloud Drake up. It should be
a breeze.
Actually. It should be a breeze. Sergey Jana finds the Q on to dive. I think they're just gonna both back off. The root comes down though from short arms, and Dive gets chunked half of his HP. He might away. Dragon gets started up by Chance, and it's gonna go over to Team Cake. So they have 3 Cloud Drakes now. That's some serious stuff, especially with the likes of Boxy on this Yasuo. The Rise moving forward to land that point-and-click root, and Chance on this Kha'Zix.
Yeah, the Rise definitely doing work. Short Arms knows the advantage that he has in catch-out potential and has been using the Ghost to get it. He basically just walks up and, like you said, just drops that root, and that starts off pretty much about half the fights right now. Is Short Arms just walking into range and rooting somebody with that extended duration root. And now...
Oh, sorry.
How many Rise reworks have there actually been?
I couldn't tell you. Couple.
Yeah, just a
few.
I think there's another one slated, actually.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah.
No.
Is Riot just...
I do feel like his kit currently is slated more towards pro play than it is toward, example, solo queue play. So we'll see if they decided to fix him about that in the current game, though. After that good team fight, Wafflebutts, they do bring the gold lead to only 6k, as Toxic might get caught out here. Boxy finishes off. The
dive is low.
Dive comes in with barely any HP. Solar Flare comes down. They do find the pick onto Boxy. Catnator's gonna fall for it, as well as Toxic. It's a 3v5 now. The Realm War coming out will bring in 2 members. The root comes down onto Cody J. Will fall to Short Arms, finding a double kill in that team fight. And they're just gonna back away.
Yeah, I wanted Vixen to ult earlier into one of those choke points. That does one of 2 things. It either acts as a complete deterrent for their backline. If their backline's smart, they won't walk forward, and then you have alone time with their front line. If their backline's stupid, they walk into it, and you just annihilate them. So if Vixen drops that ultimate into the choke point right there, plus a few feathers, she could have just destroyed the entire team. Xayah fights best in choke points, where you can get lots of damage passed through multiple members. This is very bold from Dive.
Trying to go
he doesn't win this fight, I don't think.
Yeah, I think he's just trying to steal away the blue buff, but Chance has that smite available. Oh, he might be in trouble here now, though. Chance melts him down to about 25% HP. Catnator's waiting in the wings. Q lands, and he just goes down. Ignite plus Chance's damage, and Short Arms is just going to finish off Catnator as well.
Yeah.
Crazy.
The thing is that you have to know when to let your teammates are doing dumb stuff. And you
as we go and fight under tower, Chance is just going to get taken down by Cody J. I believe Ignite finished him as they went for a dive, I believe.
Yeah, as soon as, like, Cody J... What the?
Flashed forward, trying to land the root. Will find some damage on a Toxic. Doesn't have that World Ender available. Koji will fall. Crystal Collision comes down. Boxy taking a lot of tower shots. Is going to go down to the Tornado. Finish off Arcane Vixen, and Toxic. Super low World Ender just comes up. He's going to live, I believe. For now, gets resurrected. Crazy, crazy Tornado at the end to finish him off. Rumwork takes 2. Toxic trying to run away from these three is forced to push out of his base, gets to the root. Shortums will fall here to dive as Xeno flashes forward, gonna take an extra tower shot, will live off the heels from hitting dive, and Xeno gets a crazy play in the base.
Xeno.
What is happening?
Okay, Hurricane Jenna dropping that unbreakable, posturing in the correct location to save Xeno from the damage coming through from the Vladimir was a clutch play right there. Xeno's damage is obscene right now. Fully stacked Ginsu's Rage Blade is doing 12% of their health, max health in true damage every 2 auto attacks. That's really dumb. Like,
it's hitting that Vayne late game spike.
Yeah, at this point, Vayne is just insanely powerful.
Oh,
hold on, the root
Vixen
comes through, and is Vixen going to be able to kill Chance? Doesn't have Blade Caller up. Chance is going to decide to back
Solar
off.
Flare gets used on the Arcade Vixen. I'm not sure what that was about.
Cody J, I think, was trying to anticipate Chance stealth jumping forward on top of Vixen and just one-shotting her, which, I mean, Kha'Zix has 10 kills, so it's
highly
not
unwarranted.
unwarranted.
Yeah.
I've been one shot by Kha'Zix before. Out of stealth. You know, you're just farming, and then your screen is gray, and you're like, why can't I click the minions? Oh, Kha'Zix was in my lane.
80 carry in 2018 as Boxy might get caught out here. Ignite comes down onto dive. He takes a lot of damage. Uses Zanya just perfect timing to get away from the tornado. Ooh. Boxy's trying to get out. He might be able to live from this actually. As Shortums comes in the backline for the flank, or the pool used by Dive, he just still gets melted. Shortums is doing insane amounts of damage to the CC of this team. Xeno pushed into the backline, will find Arcane Vixen, gets stunned, but will find Cody J as well. Toxic running away and gets taken out. Triple kill for Xeno.
Behold the end of the game.
Late game Vayne here. Xeno popping off. Yeah. Late game Xeno, there we go. Popping off on the Vayne. This will be the game for Team Cake.
Yep. Piece of cake.
Piece of cake. Anyway. A waffle cake.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't have to say the victors, Wafflebutts, because that was... Did anyone make a Wafflebutts meme?
In the process of this game, somebody makes easiest pie or mean cake. Yep. There we go. We'll roll through. You're gonna go ahead and do MVP and honorable mentions.
MVP, honorable mentions, and shoutouts real quick. So that's going to be start out with the Wafflebutts. Honorable mention. Honorable mention goes over to Dive, I think. The Vladimir had the most... There were a couple of questionable plays where he overextended himself a little bit, most notably when he was going for the blue buff. Okay, yeah, there's an objective there. I can get, posturing. You're in your own jungle, looking to try and take that away. I understand that. But then chasing into the river without any vision on the enemy team and getting not only you, but your jungler caught out and losing mid lane inhibitor, not optimal. But otherwise, he played the team fights pretty well. Managed to get an outplay underneath turret, taking down both Chance and Short Arms in lane. So doing well for himself toward the late game, wasn't able to carry by himself. However, the MVP going over to Cody J on this Leona, good understanding of the early game matchup. Managed to land a couple of good engages and ultimates. The big team fight that went in the favor of Wafflebutts was primarily due to his CC positioning and catching out of key targets.
Did you give him P2, Cody J?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm going to flip over. Was there any shoutouts for that one? No. I'm not gonna say
Vixen had some good team fights towards that late game. Vixen had some good plays in those team fights.
Yeah, Vixen. There was one team fight in particular that Arcane Vixen did fairly well in. Really good positioning with the pass-through damage, clean cuts. That's her passive. Sorry, brain not running on full right now. Anyway, so honorable. Ooh, this one's really hard.
Three.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Okay, so I'm going to do the shout out first. Short Arms gets the shout out for good understanding of his condition and how he, like, oftentimes you run into these stale points in the middle of games where nobody will engage. Short Arms realized that, you know, he has that point and click CC. He can be the one to start off the fights, and he was continuously aggressively looking for fights. So that gets him a shout out. However, okay, I'm going to have to give the honorable mention to Boxy and the MVP to Chance. My reason being Chance got everybody rolling, including himself, and Boxy got himself rolling in the side lanes. So, yeah. That's going to be the
All
MVP.
right, so are we going to move right into game 3?
Oh yeah, we have another giveaway to do, guys.
Another $5. Everybody, get your exclamation point giveaways ready in the chat. I will let you know when it is about to get started. I have one immediate yes. This is why Boxy fighting against his guys 12, 5, and 8. And Short Arm's Honest Rise was very good inside late game, finding those great fights. End up with 36,000 damage as well. Most damage in the as a giveaway. Oh, is it already going? Sorry, I meant. Okay, it is open. Go for it. Type giveaway in the chat as people are already doing. I didn't know it was open. That's my bad on that one. I will start getting game 3 set up. I believe our intra headed to bed, I think, because we're heading bed early, so we don't have intras in this game.
It's time to see if it's rigged. Is it rigged?
Time to see if it's rigged. Is it rigged? Jake Kellen gets $5 of RP. Gives it to itself. Paid by Cody. Steals away the RP. I bet. A ton of people.
Seal saying rigged before it's actually gone. 3,
We've had it.
2, 1.
Hype. Who gets it? Who is it? Seal!
Oh my gosh, Seal got it!
Wins the giveaway.
Rigged!
Rigged.
He just said it. He said rigged.
Not rigged. It was rigged, but I take it. Alrighty, with that giveaway over, we're going to take a short break again between games 2 and 3, and we'll be right back.